Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I am stuffing our June cash envelopes. I was having some issues with our camera and software for editing videos last month, so I didn't get around to my normal videos, but I am back to show you how we are stuffing our envelopes for this month. So we went to the bank and we picked up $930, and I am going to just put all this into my different categories. So let me lay out all of the cash here for you. I use 3 different systems, I guess. I use these poly envelopes for categories that we don't use quite as often. And we have the coupon organizer, that's for most of the categories. And then my Rachel Cruz wallet, and that is for the categories that go with me everywhere. So, there's all my cash. I'm going to start with our groceries as usual, and this is in our coupon organizer here. And if you've seen my videos before, you know this, but I have them all labeled, and then the cash just gets put into each slot. So if we have leftover money, it typically will stay there rather than be taken out and applied towards our baby step. It kind of depends on the month, what we have the following month, but lately we've been able to just have that money roll over. Now, before actually I get too far into things, June is our first month that we are debt-free. So that is a great feeling. We aren't planning on making a whole lot of changes to our cash envelopes as of right now. June is a month where we get 3 paychecks, so our budget is a little different than a normal month where you get 2 paychecks. So we'll really look at evaluating our budget more in July, but all the money we were putting towards step 2 of paying off our debt will then go roll into saving up for our fully funded emergency fund. So it's not going to change things all that much, but the difference is instead of being required to pay somebody else that money, we are paying ourselves and putting that money into our savings account instead. So huge mind shift. It takes a lot of weight off of you, so it's very, very exciting. But anyways, let's get into this. So groceries this month is $200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. And so with the coupon organizer, when we were to go grocery shopping, I'll just take out some of the cash and put it in my Rachel Cruz wallet rather than taking this whole thing with me, since I don't need all of these categories out while we're shopping. H&BA, that's our toiletries. This is only 20 because we have some left over from the previous month. So I am doing a 10 and then 10 ones. The reason for that is when we buy something that's only a couple dollars, it's easier to just grab a bunch of ones rather than use a larger bill and get a bunch of change back. I'm just going to stick that there. For H&BA, we use haircuts out of here, as well as any of our toiletries. I do get a lot of toiletries though from Young Living, and so we haven't needed quite as much in our H&BA category for the past year essentially. So entertainment, this is 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50. So 2 5s. And that is in my Rachel Cruz wallet. And in here, I use the clip system. So there are different colored binder clips to keep the money organized. And so each color represents a different category. So this middle section of my wallet is for our entertainment money. And so I keep the cash as well as the gift cards or coupons for whichever category all together in the same kind of slot of my wallet to keep it all together. Alright, the next is my spending money. and that's $50. Edson gets $50 as well, but we make a transfer to his personal checking account since he makes most of his purchases online. This is also in the Rachel Cruz wallet, and so my clip is purple. There are times where if I'm saving up for something specific, I will take a chunk of that $50 every month and put it into a different poly envelope to save for that bigger item, rather than being in my wallet where it's tempting to spend it. I don't know if you're like me in that way. Nick, he gets 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80. So we're about to buy more diapers and wipes and garbage pail liners and all of that. So adding a little bit more for him. And his cash is also in my Rachel Cruz wallet. That is the last category here. We usually buy our diapers and wipes when there's a sale going on at Target, where if you spend $75 or $100, you get a gift card back. So last time we went, we got a $20 Target gift card, and that just helps stretch his budget a little farther. It's actually a pretty sweet deal. So we just stock up on a lot of diapers and wipes every couple months. So there's that. That is it for my Rachel Cruz wallet. I'm going to zip that shut, stick it off to the side. And then Xena, she's our husky. She finally got a bath. If you've been watching my other videos, we've been putting money in, hopes of getting a bath for her for several months. We finally made it happen. So $20 plus $10 in ones. She just needs $30 to start saving up for some more food or any treats, bones, whatever that we want to get her. Clothing is 60, 20, 40, 60. We honestly don't go clothing shopping very often, so but this money is just specifically for Edson and me. Any clothes for Nick, because we do go shopping typically at Once Upon a Child or somewhere cheap. His clothing budget comes out of his spending money. Now gifts. So we had budgeted $80 for gifts for June. June is like grad parties left and right. After we went to the bank, I immediately took out $40 because we had 2 grad parties that day. So I only have $40 left to save. House budget is 50, 20, 40, 50. This time of year, the biggest expense for us from our house budget would be grass and dirt to replant grass from Xena, ruining it every single year. If you have a female dog, you'll understand that. Car is just $30 this month. So car would be any car maintenance that's oil changes or routine checkups, whatever. So that builds up quite a bit every single month. Christmas is $60 every single month. $60 times 12. That way once November, December rolls around, Christmas is not an emergency and we have plenty of cash to start buying Christmas presents really essentially whenever we want. The final category for us is our health care. So this is for things like prescription medications, over-the-counter medications. We are also saving up money so that when it comes time for me to buy new contacts, we have that money set aside. Contacts can be quite pricey. So, just add all this in here. And we're good to go. So that is all of our cash envelopes for the month of June. We are also setting some money aside for camp coming up in July. we are going to Utah for a Young Living convention in July, so some of our other savings or categories this month are just going into our savings account at the bank, so those things you won't see in cash. But with our 3 paychecks this month, we had that flexibility to add those things in. Camp is about $300. We had to buy a new tent. It's the first time we'll actually have our own tent, which is really exciting. And then just the cost of going to camp with church. So those are all of our cash envelopes for the month of June. If you have any questions about how we budget, how we decide our cash for every single month, let me know in the comments. Let me also know in the comments how you do your cash categories or sinking funds. Everyone does it a little differently, so it's always fun to hear other people's methods and systems. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and we will talk to you soon. Bye!